Hey, let's talk about universal healthcare for a second, okay, Bernie? The millionaires and the billionaires. So I was live this morning talking about the stock market, and someone came into my live and said, hey, what do you think about buying stock in United Healthcare? And I said, fuck no. I would never invest in United Healthcare. I'm an ethical investor. I think we should have universal healthcare as a human right. So I would never invest in. And I got a line as an ethical investor. There's some companies where I go, meh, whatever. And there are some companies where it's a hard pass for me, and for-profit healthcare is one of them. So I said, no, I think we should have universal healthcare. And someone else in the chat said, if we had universal healthcare, we would be like Canada. And sometimes you can wait up to 6 hours before you see a doctor. And I said, oh, hey, that's very timely for something that just happened to a friend of mine. Let me tell you the story. Last week, a friend of mine wakes up, really bad stomachache. Maybe it's food poisoning, maybe it's a bug, whatever. As the day goes on, stomachache gets worse and worse and worse and worse. Taking medicine, all that, nothing's working, nothing's helping. Now we cut to around 11 o'clock at night. The pain is so bad that my friend grabs the phone and calls 911. And an ambulance comes and picks her up. And the ambulance person, EMT, whatever, says, listen, there's 2 hospitals in your neighborhood. One has 3 ambulances arriving, and the other has 1 ambulance arriving. Which one would you like to go to? So my friend, I'm in agony, my stomach is killing me. Let's just go to the one with the 1 ambulance. I want to get seen quickly. The paramedics go, all right, boop, boop, and off they go. They arrive, she walks in, oh, I'm in my pain. And they say, here's some forms, give us your ID, give us your health care, fill out the paperwork, have a seat. Doctor will see you when the doctor can see you. Friend turns and looks, and the waiting room is packed. They hadn't thought about that when they were saying, which hospital do you want to go to? And she went to the one where, unbeknownst to them, there was a very large crowd of people waiting to be seen at night by a doctor. So my friend just sits down, sweating, in agony, holding her stomach. Oh my God, I'm in so much pain, fills out this paperwork. At 11:30, she does not get seen by a nurse until 4:30 in the morning. By the way, my friend works for the government and has top health care or health insurance. Same stuff that the politicians have. My deductible, because I'm a self-employed content creator on TikTok, my deductible is $8,000. My friend's deductible is $250. Anyway, best insurance you can get in America. Had to wait until 4:30. The nurse comes in at 4:30 and goes, come with me, put on the scrubs or the gown or whatever, have a seat on the bed, doctor will see you soon. The doctor comes in at 5:30 in the morning. Remember, she got there at 11:30. Doctor comes in at 5:30. Hey, what's wrong? Oh, my stomach. Well, it could be this, it could be that. Let's get you some tests, do some blood work, CT scan or whatever they do. I don't know. They start to plan for all the stuff that they're going to do at 5:30 in the morning. She does not start getting tested until 9 in the morning. 9 a.m. in the morning. She got there at 11:30. It is now 9 in the morning, and they're just starting to push her into some tests and get some stuff on. The tests are not done until 12:30 in the afternoon. They come in and they say, hey, you got appendicitis. We need to get that thing out of you. We're going to schedule you for surgery. Let's start prepping for all of that. She does not have surgery until 5 p.m. She got there at 11:30. The night before, at 5 p.m., they're finally, in America, oh, if we had socialized stuff, you wouldn't be seen by a doctor. Now, it's my understanding that this whole the doctors don't see you for 6 months, you can't get an appointment, is largely an over-exaggeration. But even still, let's say you tear your meniscus or you do something, you hurt yourself, and they say, well, this isn't an emergency surgery. We can do it in 6 months, but it's going to be free. Do you mean to tell me that you would say, nah, let me just go into massive crippling debt over this and get this thing done right now? Nah, let me file medical bankruptcy so I can have surgery right now, even though I don't need it. I can wait a couple of months or whatever until it's time for the actual surgery. It's not an emergency. Nah, let me pay my $9,000, $10,000 deductible. Nah, let me have the risk of I wake up after the surgery and they say, hey, the anesthesia was supposed to be 2 hours, which is all your insurance will cover, but the surgery actually ended up being 6 hours, so you're going to owe 4 extra hours of anesthesia. Sorry. Ha! Really? You would rather turn that down because you don't want to, oh, well, I heard on the internet that it's 6 weeks before you get seen. Shut up. Come on. That's ridiculous. And it is largely not true. The people saying everyone in Canada doesn't get seen by a doctor for 6 months because the system is so bad. What about here, right here in Washington, D.C., where my friend has top insurance, went in at 11:30 and didn't get surgery until 5 the next freaking day? Come on. Now, because this is an investing channel, I have to remind you about the importance of investing. Please invest. My deductible is $8,000 because I'm a self-employed content creator on TikTok. My deductible is $8,000. I am very glad that I've got my investments, because if I didn't have cash or there was some sort of emergency and my deductible was $8,000 and I went in and they said, well, you're going to need surgery, in addition to the 400 and something I pay per month, I on top of that have a deductible. And if there was some sort of scenario in which I didn't have the cash ready or I couldn't come up with the money right away, I would be so thankful for my investments, because I'd be able to turn and say, well, I can sell a little bit of Bitcoin, I can sell a little bit of Apple stock, I can sell a little bit of Nvidia, and boom, I've covered my deductible as a worst case scenario. So please start saving, start investing, and remember, bulls make money, bears make money, pigs get slaughtered, and smart investors always smash that follow.